Hello, it's Maria Hamido. Welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be painting something inspired by My Future by Billie Eilish. If you haven't heard the song, I highly recommend you do. It's got a nice groove to it. Billie's vocals are on point as usual. Phineas's production is wonderful, but the thing that really hooked me into it was the subject matter. Honestly, it had me crying alone at 2 a.m. but not in a bad way. It was like a very positive cry, and it's caused me to do a lot of self-reflection, and I'm going to be discussing that with you guys while I show you the process of creating the painting. Let's get into the video. I mean, I just cried. I'm kind of like coming out of it now, but I'm scared for the future. I am, but hope is so important, and I don't understand anymore how people can live their lives without hope. 10 years from now, I can imagine me, because honestly, like, I'm not gonna deny I'm the most important person to myself because I have to live in my shell, but I can imagine being pregnant, being married, and having a successful career, whether it be making films or making music, making art, all three, whatever. I think the content I make is always good when it's me making the content and not fear and not something negative or something fake. I'm nervous for the future, but I'm also excited. Before, I was afraid. I want success with my career. I want to be heard. I want to share my story. I want to share my art with the world and have it accepted and appreciated. It's what a lot of artists want. Honestly, it's not about the money for me. I want to be able to support myself and my children in the future or anything. And if I can, a relationship with someone I love. I don't expect ease, but some of that magical space juice is what I definitely expect. Every time I see Ziggy every day, he's always magical to me. And yeah, it's comfortable, but it doesn't change the fact that Ziggy is a magical bitch, bro. I think for a long time I've always been focused on what can go wrong because I was suffering, and it creates a fear mentality. But now I'm starting to taste the good. I'm getting overwhelmed by it. I'm starting to accept it, and allowing all that good in is such a huge change from being at a point of only allowing bad in my life. I think that's why I've been so sensitive lately, because I'm coming from a point of previously being where it's like I'm just sad. Going from basically a void to having space juice flowing through me is crazy. Like, it's changed me so much. The way I live my life, who I am, everything. On a mental level, I still experience anxiety. Like, I just had a panic attack now, but it's fine. And I think once I sort of settle into the future and see that things are still going okay, and even if things go wrong at some point, it's okay because I know how to cope. It's interesting to see, because this isn't going to be my reality for much longer, and I have that gut feeling that there's something out there coming. I won't lie, I'm scared, but I'm excited for my body. Before, I was really caught up in trying to be bold and trying to just stand out, I suppose, and look unique. But also I was just rebelling against femininity. But now I'm at a sort of point where honestly it doesn't matter to me. I just want to look clean and smell good. And then soul. I don't know if I'm the kind of person who's ever going to be super religious, but doing the average is something that I can always do. I'm content with that. And in terms of self, I guess I'll talk about like my connections to other people. It's weird talking to people. Like, I hesitate initially, and it's not even like a full-on hesitation. It's like a very brief hesitation. But yeah, I think I've been more positive, more nice to people. I think everyone's enjoying talking to me. Yeah, it's pretty chill, to be honest. It's interesting to see the dynamics of people and how I am either involved or I can spectate and kind of bounce in and out as much as I want. It's cool because I kind of know what to do now. So if I want to start a conversation, I can just compliment the person and say, hey, I like your hair, or I like your shoes. So nice. I I hope to find some normal friends as well, because I really don't care for the whole drama and the aesthetic. After being friends with, I think that was important for me, because I think I've always had an attraction to that superficial, fake darkness, you know what I mean? Very synthetic, and but I think after getting to live that dream, I don't have an attraction to it anymore. I'm very put off it. In fact, I think it's kind of directed me to a more positive path, especially in terms of finding a future partner. Because before I would romanticize a dark, kind of vampiric kind of guy, but now I honestly would a slightly effeminate guy. Honestly, as long as they're a good person, they have the space juice, and they make me feel good, and they can, stick down when it gets tough, and they can help me with my children and support me with my career and everything, then I don't care. Oh, and the one thing I do want to mention is transcendence. I feel like before I would hold back on making the stuff I want to make, because I felt like, oh, this would be my peak. Am I ready to peak yet? But no, I think I have the space juice. Use it, you know what I'm saying? If you peak once, Emma Chamberlain said this anyway in her podcast, and I agree, if you peak once doesn't mean you can't peak again. So when you have inspiration, use it, take it, do what you can with it, because who knows, no one knows what tomorrow has to hold. And I don't mean that in a negative way, I just mean people change. Who knows, maybe down the line my passion could be rekindled or something. I really hope not, because that would be a really dull existence. Also, you know what, I want to bring this up now. Education ruins passion for learning, in my opinion. It's ruined it for me a little. It's traumatized me. But it's okay. It doesn't matter, because it's 1 year left, and then I can do whatever I want. I don't want to do a degree. I can start working. Degree apprenticeship, making my money, and just start doing creative things as well, I could do media management and tie in all my stuff in there, because that could be great and give me means to create. I think I'm just gonna take a steady and very minimalist pace. I will commit some time to my education, but by no means is it going to be a top priority for me. I don't think it's that important to me anymore. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Honestly, I honestly don't care. Once again, if I up my A-levels, I really don't give to be honest. There's always alternatives for me. There's lots of things I could do. I could go do a course in therapy, because everyone tells me I should be a therapist somehow. I could pursue my creative career. I could jump straight into an apprenticeship, whatever. It honestly doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. So I'm not gonna sweat it anymore. I'm choosing to put some faith in Allah and just kind of let it happen, whilst also being hopeful and doing what I can during the present. This is now present Maria speaking, and those were my thoughts at 2 a.m. triggered by Billie Eilish's My Future, and I hope at the very least it was entertaining for you to hear. To let you guys know about the thought process behind the painting, I wanted to show the hope and fear that comes with change in the future. I feel like the space juice sort of lake kind of gives off a calm, chill vibe, and then the rest of the painting kind of shows like intensity, and for me maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity. I also think the lake kind of resembles the music video for My Future a little bit, so I wanted to include that element of similarity. And yeah, that was pretty much the main thought process, and then I just kind of painted it in this new style I'm starting to develop. It's kind of like Minecraft pixel art sort of mixed with psychedelic whatever. I don't know, it was kind of fun to paint. It took a lot of hard work though. And I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted to see more artsy posts. I've been doing more art related things, especially during quarantine. So if you do want to see more artsy posts, just follow my Instagram and comment below telling me that you would like to see more, because I will post more then. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.